Hey, what's going on, everyone? Today I'm going to give you an inside look at the new Spinnin Records Pop Sample Pack out now on Splice. So that is a demo track I made using only sounds from the pack. So I'm going to give you a closer look at this demo track and what sounds I used and some cool techniques and tips that you can use in your own productions. First of all, that main horn melody that you're hearing is straight from the pack. I've just chopped up the audio a little bit to slice it up and make it a little bit more of my own. So that's what I ended up with, which is pretty similar to the original loop. So if I go over to the full sample pack, I'll just go to the tonal section, the tonal loop section, and then the trumpet loops is where I found this one. And this one is called Sunny down here. So what I did was change the pitch of the whole loop, and then I just chopped up the end part to make it fit with my track a little bit better. Then of course I've added some reverb and delay and compression just to help it sit in the mix a little bit better. So there's the reverb and delay, and here is the compression that I used. Now let's talk about this marimba chord sound in the background. These chords are kind of providing the rhythmic backdrop to the track. So how I got this sound was in the one-shots folder in the pack. I went to the tonal section, tonal one-shots, synth one-shots, and then right here is this marimba shot. So I dragged that into Logic Sampler up here so I could play some chords with it. Then I just added a few effects like some compression, a little bit of EQ, and some reverb and delay. If I zoom in on all the drums down here, you'll be able to see their exact names and where I took them from the pack. So I'll solo all these drums for you to check out. So the kick is actually two different kick samples from the pack. I used one sample for the low end of the kick and one sample for the high end of the kick. And when you put them both together, you get a nice sounding big kick. I also used different layers for the claps and the hi-hats. So layering all those sounds together just helped me make the drum loop sound a lot bigger. To add some atmosphere in the background, we have this little effects loop. Then I've got some more atmosphere right here that you can see I'm fading in the first part of the drop, and then it's really playing in the second part of the drop right here. And I'll show you how I made that because it's pretty cool. If I unhide my tracks here, you can see I took this original sample from the pack. We can find this one if I go to tonal loops, and then chords, and then it's down here at the bottom. And I transformed that into this atmosphere sound. So all I did was loop that first chord. Then I added a lot of delay and reverb. There's the delay, there's the reverb. Then I EQ'd it a little bit. Then I just bounced that all to audio so I can control it a little bit better, so I could fade it in and cut off the ends like I've done here. It just really helps to fill out the whole background of this track. Let's go ahead and hide those again, and I'll show you how I made the bass sound now. So here's what the bass sounds like. And I made this bass in a similar way that I did the marimba chords, and that is I took a little bass shot from the pack that sounds like this, and I just put it into Logic Sampler so I could play it on the keyboard. And I just added a couple little effects to help it sit in the mix a little bit better, and I side chained it to the kick so it's ducking out of the way every time the kick plays. And I did the same thing with this lead layer up here that layers with that horn in the second half of the drop. That comes from this sample right here. And it just sounds really nice layered with the horn. You can go check out the rest of the sounds in the pack yourself on Splice, but there's a lot of great sounds in there, a lot of drum one-shots, effects, some MIDI files. If you're stuck on how to start a song, you can just drag one of these MIDI ideas in here and mess around with it. And these will change to whatever tempo your project is in. Anyway, go check out the rest of the sounds for yourself. You can go on Splice and audition each sound so you can check them out before you actually download them. So thank you guys for watching this video. Hopefully you enjoyed this one and have some fun producing with these sounds.